Welcome back to Whimsical Workshop. If you're new here, then welcome. Here we like to try new things, we like to try fun things, and we like to connect with people. People being you. Hey, how you doing? Alright, so you clicked on this video because you either love NaNoWriMo, you're intrigued by NaNoWriMo, or you just clicked on this video for some other unknown reason, and I'm not a mind reader, so welcome anyway, I guess. So, NaNoWriMo, first of all, what is it? National Novel Writing Month. What month is that, Amanda? November. So, we are currently in, not November, we are in Preptober, where you prepare yourself for NaNoWriMo. I have often not done this step. Oh, it's November, time to write something. That's perfectly fine. But I feel when I prep, I complete what I want to make more. Even if it's just a couple notes jotted on a piece of paper of, oh, I want to do this at some point. So today, I'm joined by my sister.
Hello.
As you can tell, we both have our NaNoWriMo shirts on because we were both wieners. I have done NaNoWriMo for multiple years. I have no idea how many times I've done it.
Insert number here.
Yes, this is the number. As you can tell, here are the stats and which years I've just participated and which ones I've won. I have never completely edited a book, which means I can't publish any books.
I mean, you can.
They would just be awful. They would be horrid. So this year, I'm going to be documenting my NaNoWriMo journey, Preptober included. We're going to be planning some things out. Also, my sister is going to be documenting her journey. I don't know to what extent. She says she's been working on it already, so what can we expect from yours?
So I do have a few vlogs that I've done so far, and I'm planning on doing more vlogs as I work through October. But I also have some just NaNoWriMo related videos, like my survival kit and things like that. That's planned out.
Yes, your survival kit. Okay, you will see later because I'm going to be releasing something similar. I think I'm going to call it like NaNoWriMo Essentials or something. But one of the stops that we went to the same location. I don't know if she has footage.
I don't think I do.
But you have the result
Yes.
of said adventure. Which,
It's not as exciting as you're making it sound.
guys, it's so exciting! Alright, so first of all, if you are going to be writing a NaNoWriMo, please write your stuff down below, and I want to read it. Of course, if you want to save it until you actually publish, I understand. But I like hearing what you guys are at least writing about. So, I'm going to be doing sharing some things with you, but then keeping some things a little hidden, because my goal, this NaNoWriMo, hold me to it. I'm going to, first of all, complete the 50,000 words, which that has been accomplished before, usually never in a timely manner. And by that I mean 1 year was literally 2 seconds before the stroke of midnight. With help. Because I had stuff
Handwritten.
all handwritten, and I type the speed of a sloth. So I had some rewritten stuff. I still wrote it, okay,
But it wasn't
on digital.
Yeah.
And it needs to be digital.
well, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be, but it's a lot harder to count it that way.
No, it has to be digital because it confirms, doesn't it?
You can put in generic text up to the right amount. If you can completely handwrite your entire novel if you want. I don't know why anyone would want to, but you can
Because
just
it's all
type
going
it
to
out.
be digital when you're editing at some point.
Right, but then you can go somewhere, I don't know where it is, but there's like random word generators that you can just put, however many your word count is, just to put it in there.
So make sure you do hit the 50,000 word mark.
Don't just cheat and say,
Because
hey,
then
I did it, because...
Because then you're a cheater, and there's no room on this channel for cheaters.
Also, when you win this stuff that you win really only helps you if you've actually written a book.
My hopes is to do some little NaNoWriMo writing, no talking ASMR. And if you don't want that,
Then don't watch it.
shoo fly, don't bother me.
That was talking to a fly, not you.
Oh
Not
yes,
going to watch
not
it.
you. Please watch my content, please. You can just click on it and click away and say, nice attempt. But then there's also going to be some NaNoWriMo and lo-fi, a little bit of something, because I don't know the title of my book yet, so I can't really just share that with you. But when I do, I'm going to be doing my book cover release, and that will be in conjunction with a lo-fi that I hopefully make that will hopefully follow the same vibe as my book. So, first of all, NaNoWriMo. Let's write 50,000 words. If you don't hit the 50,000 word mark, you personally, don't worry about it, because I've done that. And you still have stuff that you wrote, and look at what I did.
I have like 3 years worth of NaNoWriMo that I made a decent attempt, and I got, over 10,000 words written, and then, life happened and I didn't get to finish, but that gave me a solid starting point, and one of those starting points are the book that is a book that I came back to last year and actually won with. And, just changed a bunch of stuff, completely rewrote it, and I was really glad that I had that. So even if you don't finish the entire novel, you can still make some decent headway. And
What you wrote before can turn into your Preptober content of whatever
yeah,
you could jump on. What do they call it? Springboard. Now we talked about what NaNoWriMo is. If you're still confused, please go to the NaNoWriMo website. They say things way more succinctly than I do. They have great communities. You can talk to people. You can get ideas. People give you writing prompts if you're stuck on a day. They just got tons of neat stuff. I think they recently updated their website, and it's great.
you can find your home region and connect with other people in your area. And this year was a little weird just because of COVID. They're not doing a whole lot of in-person write-ins, but you can, on some years, meet up and write with new people and talk about your projects and dare each other to hit certain word counts. And
I think actually at some point, either on my channel or my sister's channel, we will be doing some sort of write-in with some good word sprints in. If you want to just join in, it's a lot more fun when you write with friends because it feels like you get a little bit more motivation. Because when it's just you and that word processor in the dark room and you're staring at each other at midnight, it might not be your favorite time. But if somebody's writing online at midnight by themselves in the darkness through that tiny window of light that is the computer screen, you may write together. It's so much more fun.
that was quite an image.
My project, I don't want to give too much away because obviously none of it is written because it's not November. And it's the beginning of October? I don't know what date
It's
it
the
is.
4th.
It's the 4th.
You don't have a watch on.
I don't have a watch on. But I don't have hardly, well, I have some ideas, some concepts, if you will. It will be a mystery.
Not just because you don't know what's happening in it.
But because the book genre is a mystery. I am excited about it. I'm trying to be correct historically.
It's
Because
historical fiction.
it's historical fiction, yes. It is in the 1905?
That's specific.
Something like that. Amanda, what genre is your book?
So I still have a project to be determined. What I generally do every year is get to Preptober, decide I'm going to work on this book, and I work on it really hard. I come up with all my plotting. I try to world build. I get everything set up so that when November hits, I'm just going to be ready to go. And then it never fails that a week before November, I'm tired of it and I want to work on something else. So that's what I did last year. I had a fantasy novel planned to write last year, and then got all worked up with the world building, which I'm not the greatest at, and it was very overwhelming. And a week before November, I decided I'm just gonna abandon this and work on a book that I'd already started before and just didn't like how I'd written it, and just kind of start from scratch and rewrite it. And that worked out much better for me. But then again, I had wished that I'd a lot more prepared. So this year, I made a list of a whole bunch of projects that I want to work on. And I'm just gonna kind of prep all of them a little bit until I really latch on to something that I really want to work on. And then just be flexible and keep my options open so that, I don't know, I
But
can...
also you have to write 50,000 words!
Right.
So there's a little bit of trade-off of how much you're willing to be perfect before the end of November and how much you can fix later.
Yeah. Because, you know, when November hits, if I choose to write a book that I have less prepped, it's going to be harder to win. However, if I choose to work on the story that I have more prepped, but that I'm not as attached to it, or that I'm tired of it and don't feel like writing it, it's going to be harder to hit the word count that way, just because I won't be motivated to.
If you're writing something and want to share what you're writing, please consider subscribing and commenting, you know, what you think, what you're writing. So thank you for watching. I love your face and also probably just you.